Hey, today we're going to talk about high density apple trees. Hey, welcome back to the farm. I'm up here at the place I haven't ever showed y'all. It's a little test site I did. I started this will be my third season with it. But it's high density apple trees. And we're going to rework all this. And I kind of wanted to, we're not going to do it in this video, but I kind of wanted to show you everything, my mistakes that I made and some of the good stuff I did before we get started, because we're going to rake it out and redo it. And I'll explain as we go. But anyway, high density apple trees are regular apple trees that they put on a rootstock, and you choose your rootstock. I chose a G41, and they're grafted onto that rootstock. And of course, different rootstock have different tendencies, and I think I got these to be like 20% of a full tree, so these only get 20%. And allegedly you can do 1,000 an acre. And the reason we was going to test this is I'm not going to get into all that, but we thought we was going to get some extra property, and it was a perfect place for it, and of course it didn't come through. So, and I wanted to test, and this kind of goes like a whole theme of our channel. You know, we try to start small, so we started with 20 trees, and I can't remember how many I got right now, but we'll count them real quick and show you my mistakes that I made, and tell you some stuff about them. But you know, here's this row here is it's called a Dixie Red. It's the apple, and they start bearing on year 2. So last year was year 2, and we probably got maybe a little over half a bushel, maybe, off both sides of this. And this year we hope to have a pretty good thing. You can see they're blooming already. Got some beautiful blooms. And right here's a good example of some rootstock. Right here's the rootstock, and right here's the graft. And what I learned on my other trees, now the first trees I ever bought, I think they were semi-dwarfed, but I buried them as deep as they could go. So if you bury these deep, your regular tree will take over. You won't have a dwarf tree or semi-dwarf or whatever. And that's why you leave these above here. There's not got a real good connection, I mean a real strong connection there. I'll show you over here. That's why you have to put this trellis system in. And you're supposed to train these trees. And I first started, and of course I read several articles about it and watched some videos, and decided to try it. And I've got a nursery just over in Middle Tennessee that grows these for us, so it wasn't very hard to go get. And of course when I put them up like this tree should be cut a little bit, and these need to be going supported on this trestle. I thought I could support them and just grow them like a regular apple tree. You can't do that. That's why you see these coming down here. And over here, let's move over to this one. This is the way it's supposed to look. This is a perfect example, I think. You got your leader. It's not supposed to be over 7 foot tall, and then you got your 2 side ones coming out, and they're supported on with
tomato clips.
Tomato clips hold them on, but this wire is supported with wire. Of course, here's one that died. This one right here's a good one. Now look at this one. Now I need to clip this. Here's the clip, it's just come off. So these are these little tomato clips that we use on everything, blackberries, tomatoes, and everything. And so this is going to be a good tree here. This has got some good stuff. There's a bee pollinating. And here's an example of burying it too deep. This one took over. I buried my rootstock too deep on this one. This one took over and it killed the main one. So, and I've lost all these on through here. So I lost 5 of them over here. Lost one over there. So I only got really 4 good Dixie Reds. Over here, this side is a Golden Delicious, and they did a lot better. You can see how I've got these. I need to tie these up. But these have done a lot better. And I lost 2 over here. 2 of my best trees are right here because I used, this is actually, you can see where it broke right here. I picked this wire up at a estate sale, and I shouldn't have used this wire. I should have used like a galvanized cable. And a windstorm came by and it broke 2 of them. Right here's one of them, and the other one's right here. And the reason we're going to rework this, I'm going to put fabric down all the way across here and out farther, so I don't have to mow this. So as I was mowing over here last year, look at here, clipped it with my mower and it broke right there at the rootstock. So this is a really good tree. So my own incompetence cost me these 4 trees. I don't know why those over there died, but so I need to keep that in mind. I would go with a galvanized if you're going to do something like this. And I think it really, I mean, you can see what a small area I've got here. I had 20 apple trees, and you're going to get quite the harvest, you know, in about 3 or 4 years. So if you ain't got a small space, this would be perfect. What I was going to use it for, the land was kind of, that was going to buy, had a kind of a slope to it, so I was going to put like maybe 100 of these up. So, yeah, but I wanted to try it, and I'm glad I did, because you know, you read all that stuff, and then some stuff I don't believe, but it comes out to be true. So anyway, we'll keep you going on this, and we're going to clean all this out and redo it, and I'll show you that in a different video. But these are blooming beautiful. Here's another one. I've actually let this tree get too big, but it's got some beautiful blooms on it. We'll see how they turn out. Need to cut that sucker off. So hopefully we'll have a good harvest. I see the bees in here pollinating, and the big trees have not, they just started to pop. So I'll show you those when they really pop, because it's one of my favorite times of year. And I need to check my bees, because we'll be getting some nectar in there pretty soon. My little trees over here are starting to pop, and I'll show you those in a later video too. So hope you like this video. Give us a thumbs up. High density apple trees. Check it out. You do your own research if you want to do it. I think it's really a good place, especially for small, where you can get a concentrated, if you like apples like we do, because we like apple sauce, apple butter, apple jelly, apple pies, you name it, we like it. So we do a lot of stuff with it. And but you can put in a little area here. This is probably, you know, 20 feet by 10 foot. So keep that in mind. Give us a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button right over here. Appreciate you watching, and we'll see you in, support your local farmer. We'll see you in the next video down here on the farm.